Welcome to Seven Summits Africa, and we've just arrived in Nairobi, Kenya, in the Safarilink departure lounge. And just a quick team catch-up. As you can see, Jacques is awake. Morning, Jacques. You're all right? How are you, Gabby?
I'm fine.
Feeling okay?
I'm feeling okay.
Strong, huh?
A little sleepy, but we'll survive.
Patrick is catching up on some work, as always. How are you going?
Just telling stories.
Telling stories?
The good ones.
Jessica, doing all right there? Let's catch up on the rest of the team. Not so going so well with Thomas over here. Walker Lindstrom, the mountain man. He's, how are you going?
Morning.
Morning. Nice flight, huh?
Yeah, nighttime flight.
Sorry to wake you, we were just catching up quickly. And then we've got a very special guest here, Douglas. He's been
got the gym, and you can practice at the gym, and then get a guide to take you up to either Nelly or Barton, and then just climb a little bit. Spend a day climbing, not aim for the summit. Yes. Then come back down and train more.
Sibu, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, correct? Very well.
Good, man. It's just a quick catch up here.
Yes.
Sibu Sibilane, Ambassador of Africa's Mountains for Seven Summits Africa. Sibu, we've had a long flight from Kigali, eh?
Yeah, we have. We've had a long flight from Kigali, but it was only that it was in the most tough hours of the day.
Yeah, the red-eye flight, eh?
Exactly, but we survived. Now we're here. So
and you were here with Eric?
Yes.
Eric and Douglas?
Yes.
Douglas, how are you?
I'm pretty well.
Douglas, quickly just tell us, just quickly tell us your story. Why you are here this morning to wish us well?
Yes, my name is Douglas Diallo. I'm a blind adventurer and motivation speaker. I've done Mount... can I start? Sorry. Can I start afresh?
Yes, of course.
My name is Douglas Diallo, a blind adventurer and motivation speaker. I lost my sight in the 1998 American Embassy bombing in Kenya. It's a bright Friday, and I was driving down to work on a very busy Haile Selassie Avenue. And as I reached in between the American Embassy and the Cooperative House, I saw this truck that took a turn and went towards the American Embassy gates. Suddenly, I witnessed an altercation between the occupants of the truck and the security personnel from the embassy. Then I heard what I thought were gunshots, which turned up to be hand grenades being thrown at the embassy. And what came to my mind was that these were gangsters who wanted to rob the embassy. It never occurred to me that they were terrorists. Then I saw a man run from the scene of the shooting towards our car. And that's when the huge blast went. And from that day, I have never witnessed light of day again. I became blind. I went for my rehabilitation later on to America, where I learned how to live again. Mobility and orientation. And also, I got to engage into adventure sports when I cycled the first time from Ground Zero to the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. So I'm here today to join this wonderful team of amazing people who are climbing the 7 summits of Africa. Basically, all the highest peaks of Africa, which I had really wanted to climb myself this year. But because of time, I couldn't be able to do it. And I really wanted to do this climb for the purpose of championing and advocating for peace. And I'm hoping that with Sally and her team, next year in 2018, I'll be joining them to climb up all the 7 summits as a blind person.
Thanks, Douglas. And what is your message to the world here?
Actually, the message to the world and to Kenya, which is actually bleeding now, because we are actually at crossroads. And I want to reach out to all the protagonists in Kenya, be it the president and the opposition leader, to join their hands for the purpose of unity, love, and tranquility. Africa as a country, or as a continent, has been embroiled in so much bloodshed and violence, and I want to reach out to all the African leaders to propagate peace and non-violence. And the world at large is also bleeding, be it in the Middle East, be it in different parts of the world. I also want to reach out to the world, citizens, that all of us are but one. We must propagate seed of peace, prosperity, and non-violence, which is a key for all of us who are humankind.
Thank you, Douglas. And thank you for coming out all this way to Wilson Airport. We're sitting here in Safarilink departure lounge. Thanks to the Ministry of Tourism, KTB, Safarilink, and all our Kenyan partners for helping us to make this come true and to get us up Mount Kenya, which is going to be our third peak. And Douglas, you're an absolute inspiration to everyone and to us.
Thank you so much, and I hope Kenyan government and Kenyan people can rally behind me during my 7 summits endeavor in 2018. So I need sponsorship, ultimately.
Perfect, Douglas. I'm sure we will manage something. We have a year to prepare, so I'm sure we will be able to manage that.
That's great to hear.
Thank you, Douglas. You're our inspiration, and your wishes will be in our minds every day that we walk up Mount Kenya.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm Karel Vroeg from 7 Summits Africa, Sibusiso Velani, and Sadi Grierson. We'll chat to you soon. We're going to hop into our Safarilink flight on our way to Nanyuki. So we will chat to you again from Serena Mountain Lodge, the foothills of Mount Kenya. Talk to you soon.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. It's lovely.
Thank you, Douglas.
Sibusiso.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.